friend, it's me, Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, or When I Craft My World Stands Still. Today I'm going to take this gorgeous glimmered panel, die cut it out with some Timeless Frames dies. Now these are from Crafty Meraki. My green little greens over there are also from Crafty Meraki, and the plate that I have glimmered on the black paper is also from Crafty Meraki. So lots of good products here that I'm showcasing today. Here is a look at how I glimmered that black card panel. I went ahead with some black smooth cardstock and used my gold foil. This is glimmering. I'm using my glimmer machine from Spellbinders, and I will simply glimmer hot foil onto my paper here. If you want to know exactly how I glimmered this, or well, that's exactly how I did it, but if you want more glimmering tips and tricks, be sure to check out my own channel, Stationery by Justine. I have lots of videos on there using all sorts of craft supplies, but especially glimmering as well. So today I'm going to make a shaker card. I'm going to go ahead and nest out my shaker with the nesting dies that I have here. And that's kind of the position I'd like it in. So I'm going to remove the black frame, grab my pencil, and just mark, or pin it looks like, mark the corners or the edges of my piece. That is where I know my little frame will go. So I'll glue that down. This is going to be the back part of my shaker. Now my shaker is going to be with vellum. If I could redo this card, I would not use vellum, I would use acetate, which is clear. But I wanted something to be super dramatic, and look how cool that looks when it's pressed against the vellum. It looks nice. I end up making a shaker that has 2 layers of foam with dimension, so the flowers are lost a little bit, but that's okay. It still looks really cool underneath the vellum. And if you haven't made a shaker card with vellum, I recommend you trying it out. Why not, right? That's how you learn, is by crafting, making mistakes, and figuring it out. So I'm going to make my shaker window here with some foam. And I love nesting dies for this reason, because I love making shaker cards, and nesting dies are such an easy way to make shaker cards. It is really satisfying just to die cut out a frame and then make it into a shaker card in minutes. Now, my best tip for you for shakers is to have good foam and have it be nice and skinny so it will not show through. Even if I use clear acetate, you would not be able to see this foam because it is super skinny. It is doubled up, so it is a little bit thick, and that allows all my little shaker bits and bobs to shake around and be free. So with my card here, I'm going to use some embellishments from Crafty Meraki, because this is a Crafty Meraki video after all. And I'm going to add in, they're kind of like a black purpley color. They're super pretty. Look how gorgeous they are. I could just look at them for a long time. There's butterflies, circles, flowers. They're the black iridescent. Twinkle Treats is what it says there. But they're super pretty. They kind of remind me of like Sleeping Beauty. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe it's the green background that's making me think that. But I'm going to get all the little bits and bobs here, and then I'm going to use liquid glue to adhere this. Why? Because I don't trust foam sometimes, and today when I made this shaker card, I was not trusting the foam. And the liquid glue locks in the shaker bits. Reminds me of that guy that went viral. Lock in, dude. Anyway, the shaker bits are locked in. They're not moving anywhere, and it creates a safe place for my little shaker bits to live. So I'll press firmly on all the edges and let that glue kind of set, and it is ready to be shaken, shooken, shaken. Hokey pokey style. Shake it all about. Now for extra drama, I'm going to make this mini frame also be popped up. No shaker window on this. This will just give an extra little zhuzh for my greens to be on the card as well. These greens were glimmered, die cut, and Copic colored. They were a joy to Copic color. I used a few different Copic colors. I used YG03 and YG67. That is my favorite green combination. And it looks super vibrant, I think. Now these greens are from Songbird Serenade, and they have a hummingbird that can come with it, or you can use the greens just like I am here. Stretching my supplies, modifying them by cutting up the styles and making it my own. And then I'm going to tuck some of these underneath that panel, and some of them will just get glued on as they are. Now I can't forget about my sentiment. I sometimes do that when I card make or craft. So I'm going to go ahead and get my sentiment glued on first. And I'm going to use the sentiment, "Have a great day," which is a happy little hello kind of style card. These are sentiments from Crafty Meraki as well. They have a press-tacular plate with a coordinating die, or they have the effortless paper that you can die cut out as well, and toner foil, which is what I'm using here. I did not toner foil them. They're gorgeous as they are black and white, and I figured this card kind of is bringing the drama of the black and white, so I figured let's just keep it as they are. Now with a little bit of foam and a little bit of liquid glue, this little leaf panel will be perfect right on the left. Then for more zhuzh and being extra, I'm going to add these circle bits from the shaker bits that I added to the center. And I'm going to pull out the circles and also the small little, I'm not sure if they're like, yeah, they're butterflies. Of course they are. Crafty Meraki. So that will finish off my card. Be sure to grab the link in the description that is Stationery by Justine at the end of the link, and check out my YouTube channel, Stationery by Justine, if you would like more videos from me in the future. We'll see you next time. Bye, crafty friend.